Hello everybody, Clive at 5 here bringing another StarCraft 2 commentary. This time, another fake best of 3, game 2 actually of our fake best of 3 between EGDeMusliM here in the 9 o'clock location versus NITRIXdSuki, the red Zerg here in the 12 o'clock location. Now, this actually looks like it's a ladder match, which is confusing because last game was almost certainly a custom, with one of them being purple. Can you spawn as purple? Someone let me know, because honestly, I guess I'm drawing a blank on that. Yeah! So, game 1. If you didn't see it, go back and see it. I'll put the link. It's in the description. So you have 5 more seconds to go click that link before I spoil the results. DeMusliM. He somehow leveled Suki, despite Suki getting some really great fungals off with sort of the Zergling-Baneling combo. Brought in those Ultras, which also did a great job, but DeMusliM just had, I guess, just the right army composition, just enough Marauders, just enough Marines. Of course, the Medevacs to support, and bringing in those tanks. I love when all three of those are together. By that I mean the Marines, Marauders, and tanks, because if you just try to do infantry against Zerg, it's not happening, because, as you know, with that fungal, unless you have like insane Marine splits, like Marine King Prime caliber, very difficult to go up against late game Zerg. So now we're seeing actually DeMusliM going command center before barracks. A little bit economically risky, especially given the fact that he hasn't scouted that Suki is going for hatch first as well. Oh, the map. Is this not Metropolis, Metropolis, I think? I don't know if I've commentated more than 1 or 2 matches on this map, and honestly, I mean, I haven't been playing StarCraft. I shouldn't admit that, but I haven't been playing StarCraft. Now the rack's coming down. Let's see, the drone, yep, does scout that. I don't know what the vision constraints are like, and oh, actually just getting chased out barely. I wonder if he did that on purpose. Sent his drone right there so that he wouldn't get locked in. Because actually we saw in the last set of matches, it was Kerr versus some other guy. His drone kept getting locked inside the Terran's base, and then would get shot to pieces with the Marine. So, something you definitely don't want to have happen. So it looks like once again Suki just going for a 1 hatch expand, or one early, whatever, pool with single gas, that thing, just like he did last time. The only difference in DeMuslim's build is that he went command center first outside, getting a little leg, I guess, customary. With the 2 gas right away, and we're already seeing that factory going down again, so DeMusliM very eager to get into his tech path, this time putting down a 2nd barracks right away. So I'm sensing some early aggression, actually. None of this build up to late game sort of nonsense. I get the sense that DeMusliM wants to do something, and he wants to do it soon. The reason I say that is because if he was going 1-1-1, he would likely be preparing for something a little bit later on. Looks like he's going to go for the Hellions first again. Yeah, because if you go starport first, usually you're thinking, let's go engineering bay also. So very indicative. He wants to get those level 1 upgrades going for Terran right away. So yeah, instead of saying I better start preparing for medevacs, even if I'm going to do like a single Banshee to harass like you did early on in the first game, this to me says more than harass. I'm definitely wondering about the timing push, specifically that 10-minute Terran I briefly mentioned last game. So we'll see if he tries to pull some sort of stunt like that. Now, very interesting... No, never mind. I got disoriented here. I was thinking that this was the front hatchery that was morphing into the lair, but... Yeah, like I said, I have not commented very many games on this map. So what can I say? Yeah, level 1 weapons going down, stim pack already being researched. Of course, that has to come first because that is a long, long research time. Almost 3 minutes on that research. Oh, I hear Hellion flames. Trying to bait out that queen, but it takes a lot of infernal blasts to take down a queen. Third going down very early for Suki as well, which, if we're looking at a DeMusliM timing push, could be trouble. And it looks like he has an Overseer in here as well, so he might catch what's going on. He might know that he needs to get some defenses up, and fairly quickly, because that stim research is just about finished. And nice little juking back and forth. I wonder if the... yeah, that changeling is still in there. I wonder if he'll be able to tell by this Marine saying, can't get out. What's happening? Help, please. He has the Marine selected. Let's see if he figures it out. Yes. Yes. Shoot it. Shoot the changeling. I think it's just selected by default as part of this other group. This actually might impair him. I hope that's not the case, but if this Marine is an integral part of his attack... Man, you know what? I should probably be paying attention. Wow. I am a total F there. Let's, how do I rewind? I hit either T or Y. Oh, that took me back to the beginning. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna just hang on. Okay, I'm really sorry about that. So we're back, and here's the blockage. Yeah. All right. So these aliens are over here doing their thing. Stim pack research just about complete. The level 1 weapons also just about complete. And here come the troops moving across the field. That's lots of Hellions, actually. Catching a drone, a single drone. Wow, that is really a lot of Hellions. That goes to show you the power of the that thing, reactor thing. Yep. Mutalisk, by the way, just about complete, or Spire rather, and it looks like now both researches are complete. The infantry is in the third, tearing the place up, but there are Banelings being produced, which are now moving in. The Zerglings and the Banelings, actually pulling back. DeMusliM needs to be careful to either split, make sure he keeps his troops split out, or if the Banelings are going to hit, which inevitably some of them will, he needs to make sure that those Marauders are out front, soaking up some of the damage, and here come the Zerglings and the Banelings, and yikes! Sort of a slow reaction time from DeMusliM there, losing more troops than he needed to, but it looks like that hatchery going down, transfuse on the hatchery, but the hatchery's going to go down anyway. Kind of a waste of a transfuse. That queen's going to lose its life anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. And now the mutas are out, and these troops are going to be forced to run home. Run, Charlie, as fast as you can. Only 2 Marines left, and the Marauders are left wondering, hey, why can't I just point my gun up in the air? Seems like a simple question. They have beefier arms and probably beefier guns. You'd think that they'd be able to just, you know, shoot them things at the mutas. Lots of racks is coming down. Also quite a few turrets in the main here. Only 1 in the mineral line, so there's still some susceptibility to Mutalisk harass. Well, I don't know about that. I don't like that turret coverage. You know what? I am definitely not pro, but when I'm Zerg going up, or when I'm Terran going up against a Zerg player going Muta, I frickin' just throw down the turrets, because I don't have neither the ability nor the patience to keep some of my troops back in my mineral line to defend against Mutalisk Harass. It's too much. So I say, you know what, 100 minerals per turret for a few turrets, that's fine by me. Once again, Suki being very annoying with spreading that creep down there, and DeMusliM said, you know what, flying blimp thing with the puke coming out, I've had enough of you. Suki, it looks like he might get ready to try to dart in here for an attack, but he's going to have a rude awakening when he runs into these turrets, trying to keep away from the infantry, actually. Are we going to see some Thor or something? It looks like DeMuslim's focusing more on the Marine Medevac. Also getting level 2 weapons, which is good. Concussive shells as well. Meanwhile, we're seeing... I'm not really floating over anything visually interesting, so I'll try to do that when I'm pointing out what's happening here in the production tab. Lots of upgrades is what's happening here in the production tab. Level 2 attacks for Zerglings, of course. Carapace level 1 for ground units, and flyer attacks to increase the potency of those Mutalisks, which, of course, when you're going for mass muta like Suki is, you really need those attacks. Looks like Suki arrived in the perfect time. Those Marines are stimming, but they are not going to accomplish a whole lot. And Suki needs to quickly take out the SCVs that are building those turrets if he can, because otherwise he's going to get chased off, and actually rather silly to not finish off that one Marine here at 1 health. Literally 1 health. That Marine is waiting for a medevac to fly by, but no, the medevacs are out here in front where looks like DeMusliM is going to take a stab at that third again, but Suki moving in with his Zerglings, which are going to completely destroy those Hellions and spread out quite nicely. Those Marauders are, and hoping to actually soak up some of those Baneling hits, but the Baneling's doing well to follow the Marines and doing a nice job cleaning that up. Boy, I just don't know where to look when there's this broad of an attack happening. Try to look where the most micro is happening, and yikes, if DeMusliM loses all these medevacs, that's going to be trouble. 3 medevacs going down, and oh, though Suki being kind of careless with his Mutalisks, just throwing them away, which is troubling to see. Level 3 weapons now going down for DeMusliM as well. So the upgrade war is on, and DeMusliM is winning. Once again, well, see, in that situation, I think Suki probably should have pulled back like he was doing in the first game. He just was saying, you know, I could clean this out, but I'm going to pull back, be safe, regroup, and come up with a bigger army. That didn't happen. And now, well, DeMusliM, with his reinforcements, was able to basically clean up whatever Suki had, and it's like he's starting from scratch. Speaking of which, let's check out that army tab. For starting from scratch, it's about even. Suki doing a little bit better and has a bit more in the bank to work with, though that is mostly minerals. Zerg, very difficult to have enough gas. And yowza! Nice surround on those Marauders, and once those Marauders are cleaned up, and those Banelings get moving in on the Marines, which are nicely spread, I'll give them that. But Marines are running out of places to run, and they are going to get overrun, completely overrun by those Zerglings. And DeMusliM in a little bit of trouble here. I don't know how effective it would be, but I really think he should be trying to drop a little bit more. He has some really solid drops here and there, and with some nice level 3 stimmed Marines and Marauders, that could be pretty devastating. Could lose a hatch. But instead, allowing Suki to get a little bit closer each time. Really? Well, no. Okay. I don't know. This has kind of devolved into just Banelings and Zerglings versus Marines and Marauders, which at this high level of play I'd like to see a little bit more. I don't know exactly what that is, but nice split from DeMusliM, and those Zerglings are going to have a tough time getting surround, but I think really the Mulists are probably what's going to end up changing the tide of this. Interestingly enough, the Mulists attacking the units that can kill them. They could be attacking, well, I don't know. Careful. Those Marines. Those Marines. Level 3 Marines. You gotta watch out for those things, because, they'll get ya. Suki now running on a third. He's dried up all those minerals because he's basically just been producing Zerglings. Zerglings and whatever Mulisks he can afford, which I suppose you gotta do. Supply-wise, DeMusliM a bit ahead here. Army supply, army count-wise, about on par, and Suki, neither player really making a whole lot of progress here. Finally, DeMusliM planting down a 4th base. Suki's been on his 4th for a couple minutes now. Maybe a minute, I don't know. But here comes the attack forces. Oh, directly into the big concave madness of DeMusliM's infantry army. That was a poor choice by Suki. That might cost him. That might cost him a lot. Looks like layer. How, oh, morphing into a hive. I get it. Duh. Perhaps going for Infestor. Do you need a hive for Infestor? Ugh, I am just terrible for this. I don't know why I keep coming back and commentating, because I end up asking stupid questions like, do you have to have a hive in order to have an infestation pit? Boy. What's your excuse for watching me? And the answer is no, by the way, because I was also looking at the infestation pit right there. So, I'm super pro. Well, Zerglings trying to get run by, perhaps cause some economic damage back here. Some moving down to the 3rd. Some moving over to the 2nd. And this actually might be kind of effective, and maybe what Suki needs to get back into this game. Though I gotta say, cleaned up pretty well by DeMusliM. And once again, we're kind of seeing... Now, this is interesting. It's kind of an infantry slow push, which is kind of what you need. He's not even moving. He's saying, yeah, come on, Infestors, run in here. Come on, Zerglings, Banelings, run in here. And there we go, DeMusliM taking game 2. We're still going to watch a game 3 because once again, I have a game 3, but yeah. I really wish these guys would switch it off a little bit. Who wins? I'm not suggesting they, you know, throw tournaments like Savior did, but for my purposes of trying to, you know, gain a little bit more drama in these things, it'd be nice if once in a while I picked a best of 3 that was actually kind of like a best of 3, but no. Alright. I'll catch you guys in the next match, game 3. Stick around.